Today, I'm talking about something that has such a massive impact on how we feel every single day, but it often doesn't get the attention that it really deserves. And what I'm talking about is hormones. Hormones are like the body's built in messengers. They control everything from your energy levels and your mood to your sleep, metabolism, and even your skin. When they're in balance, life feels good. You're energized, focused, and resilient. But when they're out of sync, well, it can feel like you're constantly fighting an uphill battle. Does that sound familiar? Let's start by understanding why hormone imbalances actually happen. The truth is, life throws a lot at us, and our hormones respond to those challenges. So here's a few of the most common culprits. One is stress. Chronic stress can send our cortisol levels skyrocketing, and that throws off other hormones like estrogen and progesterone and makes them get off balance. Another thing that can affect us is diet. If we have too much sugar, processed food, or we're missing key nutrients, it can disrupt our body's ability to regulate hormones. Another thing is environmental toxins. Everyday products like plastics, cleaning supplies, and even cosmetics can contain hormone disrupting chemicals. And a little side note here, plastic water bottles, don't put those in the freezer or leave them sitting in your car on a hot day in the summertime because as the temperature changes for plastic water bottles, then some of the chemicals can be leached out of there, which are known hormone disruptors. Another thing is sleep deprivation. Your body needs restorative sleep to reset the hormone levels. And without it, then you're going to get out of whack. Another thing is aging. I know natural stages of life, perimenopause or menopause, they bring about their own set of challenges. But here's the good news. You are not powerless. While you can't control every factor, there are so many steps that we can take to support our bodies and bring our hormones back into harmony. So I'm just going to share with you a couple of key strategies. And I really like to take the holistic approach because we have to think of our bodies as mind, body, spirit and take a holistic approach so that we can have better results. So first and foremost, start with your plate. What you eat has a direct line to your hormones. Focus on nutrient dense foods like healthy fats, thinking avocados, nuts and seeds, lean proteins, and plenty of leafy greens. At the same time, try to cut back on sugar and processed foods that can really wreak havoc on your system. And I will say that obviously everyone's situation is different. If someone is on a blood thinner, they're not supposed to be having things like spinach and other deep leafy greens. But what I want to say is always check with your healthcare provider and just double check on anything that you need to for your own particular situation. Another thing that we need to do is we need to manage stress. I know this one, isn't always easy, but it's important. What are some of the things that we can actually deal with or get rid of? Other things, it's if someone has a newborn baby at home and there's a lot of stress because you're not sleeping and maybe they have colic or something like that and they cry a lot, there's certain things that we might not have as much control over as other things. And that's okay. Let's manage the things that we can. Chronic stress wreaks havoc on our hormones. When we incorporate moments of calm into our day, whether it's through prayer, mindfulness, journaling, or simply pausing to take a few deep breaths, that can help us in those stressful moments. Another thing we need to do is prioritize sleep. Sleep is when our body restores balance. We need to aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. And we really should try to keep it consistent, keep a consistent bedtime, limit screen time before bed, and create a relaxing evening routine. And that should help to signal our bodies that it's time to rest. Just like for anyone who's a parent, when your kids are little and you have a little routine for them so that they kind of get into that wind down mode, adults need that too. And another thing is try not to drink a lot of fluids 1 to 2 hours before bed. That will help to keep you from having to get up during the night and interrupting your sleep. Another solution is moving your body. Exercise is a game changer for hormone regulation. It doesn't have to mean hours at the gym or heavy lifting or anything like that. Even a walk around the neighborhood or a gentle stretching session can make a really big difference. Another one, reduce those exposure to toxins. Small changes like switching from plastic to glass containers, using natural cleaning products and beauty products can go a long way in reducing hormone disrupting chemicals in your environment. So I just want to pause for a minute and encourage you that you don't have to do it all at once. In fact, you shouldn't try to do everything at once. Sustainable change happens step by step. So start with one small, simple shift. Maybe it's adding a few more greens to your meals or swapping out your plastic water bottle and getting a reusable stainless steel water bottle. And then you build from there. And remember that you are not alone. This is a journey. Like and subscribe to my channel. Share this with someone that you may think could benefit from it. And come back and look for other videos that can be helpful just like this one.